Hello everyone, my name is Varun and welcome to my channel called All About Planning. In my new venture called Know Your Planner, I'll be talking to many professionals who have worked in the field of planning and share their views and experiences. In our very first episode today, I'll be talking to Mr. Premjeet Das Gupta, who's working as an assistant professor under the Department of Planning at School of Planning and Architecture, Bhopal. Welcome to the show. The first question I need to ask you is, how did you get into this field of planning?
Well, I did my architecture initially from Jadavpur University, Kolkata, and then I appeared for GATE. I got a scholarship and I joined IIT Kharagpur, the Master of City Planning course in IIT Kharagpur.
And what was your main inspiration, or what was your intention to take this planning as your profession?
I remember when I was in fourth year of architecture rather, we were given this assignment to study in the industrial workers housing. So we had gone to Durgapur, which is a steel city in West Bengal, and I remember that I was looking at houses as units. Then I saw this is not about individual houses, it's about the place. That developed that consciousness in me. And of course, coming from Kolkata, there's so many problems in a big metropolitan city, and I think I was a bit aware and socially aware also at that age. So I thought that this is probably the ideal thing for me to pursue.
Did you work in any other profession before getting into this field of planning?
Well, no. After I did my bachelor's, immediately afterwards I went for my master's, and thereafter I joined as an urban planner in municipal reforms program in my state. After that I worked in private consulting firms for around 2 years. Then I switched to a development authority job, a full-time job, a government job basically in my state. And after that I came to teaching, and I teach planning only, b.plan and m.plan. So I would say I've been working as a planner throughout. After my this thing.
What do you think is the scope of work in this field?
A tremendous scope of work. Actually, see, government I think has been the biggest generator of jobs as far as planning profession is concerned in India. A lot of the consulting firms pick up their jobs from government agencies. So now that scope I think has increased tremendously with government coming up with smart cities and all these new things. And in future it's likely to go up further. Besides, you have a lot of research also which is being promoted by government, interdisciplinary research on different things, and we have big data and all these concepts coming up. And again, you have scope within government also which requires qualified planners. And then again you have the NGO sector also who are into advocacy, and they are also looking for good energetic young planners who are willing to work for the people. So tremendous scope I would say.
What do you think are the pros and cons of working in this field?
Pros, definitely as a planner you are trained to be a manager. So that after some time when you are 3 or 5 years in the profession, you really are in an enjoyable position. You get to work with a lot of people where you are the coordinator, where you are the leader. That's one of the best things. And of course you get to work on real life problems, and you are in sync with what is happening in the country. So that economic consciousness is there. You feel integrated with your country. Cons, I would say, a lot of students, as they say, that we don't really know who are our great planners. So what is the scope of being famous? Well, if you say in architecture you have that maybe. But see, in other fields like software, even in architecture, just the top few people are really known. Okay, so even great engineers, are they known? So that way planners are a bit like that. Okay, they are managers, so they are known in different forums for their contribution, but maybe not exactly as planners.
And what do you think is the future of planning?
Future of planning, specifically in Indian context, I would say is tremendous. We just, as a nation, we grew this consciousness only in the last 2 decades. Urban development came into focus, I would say, and it is going to grow tremendously. Plus, there is this huge scope of research which is emerging, which is very needed. Indian problems, how to solve them analytically. Okay, so I would say the future of planning lies in, yes, definitely big data, analytics, where you have all these app-based activity coming up, and planners have to integrate themselves. So we really need to work as interdisciplinary teams with other people, and I would say they also would covet planners to come and work with them.
What will be your contribution to this field?
Well, at the moment I am pursuing a research on bicycle use in the fringe areas of Indian cities. Well, you see, sustainable transport is a huge issue in India. we as a country, we have tremendous travel demand. Okay, so that is an area where I see myself contributing, and of course working in interdisciplinary teams, and really finding out how to make this country move better and move healthier.
Since Bachelor's of Planning is a really new course, so what is your suggestion to all the students out there to take this course as their profession?
Yes, I understand that actually there's a paucity of information in the market regarding this b.plan course. That is also a very new course, relatively new course. Some of the websites which are giving some information I saw, it's not very useful. So I would say, if you want to come to planning, you have tremendous scope and opportunities which I just talked about. So come to planning for the sake of planning. Okay, a lot of people just they feel, okay, if it's not architecture, then maybe planning. Okay, that should not be the way. Planners are more aligned to technology. Planners have this opportunity to work in the analytical field. Okay, so if you have an analytical bent of mind, if you are really keen on problem solving, okay, if you have those abilities of dealing with people, if you think that you are you have those kind of skills, definitely come to planning. It is the platform. And if you are looking for a career in civil services also, a b.plan course gives you a good platform to prepare for those kind of things. So please consider planning if you have these ambitions or interests, I would say.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have some more questions that you want me to ask our professionals in the next video, do leave your questions in the comment section below. And don't forget to share this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you.